National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the visiting team and these guys defending their home turf. Leading the visiting sideline, as always, their head coach. These guys trying to end the front half of this season on a better note. Currently 2-5 on the year. And on the home sideline, here is their head coach. These guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out.
Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
We knew we were in store for some crazy blitz packages from this defense, and already one play in, and that linebacker gets home for the sack. Critical now for this offense to identify what you're seeing and for this defense to continue to frustrate and get after the quarterback.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Third and long for him here. Cut out left. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Their punter making his way out now. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by their third-year signal caller.
And even if he's still pretty early in his career, we know he is perfectly comfortable and settled into this spot as the be-all, end-all for this offense. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know you're gaining experience. You're getting more comfortable in the role. And as he goes forward, he tries to learn and take something away from each and every one of these moments.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down. To the air, Taylor. Short pass brought in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They'll run here on first down. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's second down now. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Here's Taylor. Catch made over the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw, Taylor. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. No luck finding his receiver that time, so it'll be second down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
I'll air it out on third. Throwing the out route complete. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cut. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. The give here on second. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down. is on 3rd and short. Complete out to the right side. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Stepping up, and he's going to run.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Finds a man right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Pick up a 5 on that play, and that gives him the first. We've set it downs from 37. They go play action on 1st down. Completed to his running back. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They kick the running back in motion. Dumped off to his running back. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's down to almost... Nope. They're actually going to give him the 30 here. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a throw. He's keeping it, and he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
He dropped it. He dropped the interception. That was a risky throw and a check down of all things. Nearly went the other way, but only an incompletion on 2nd down. But still all the way down to the 6. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. From the pocket. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home outside.
He has the touchdown. These guys go up 6-0 here in the first. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
PAT effort coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And these guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The home teams and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. First play's a design run. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll fight ahead for a few. It's third down. To the air on third and long. He has the first over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get 19 on that pickup. And that is good for a first down. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Taylor now. Setting up the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Back to the line they come, second down. Throwing, Taylor. Finds his man over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Here's Taylor to throw. Making the call himself. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now it's Taylor. Hits him on the in route. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Still a one-possession game in the early stages. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Time to begin the second quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They've got first and goal to work with. They'll try and punch it in. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. He'll get 3, but much work left for him on second and goal.
Second and goal.
Taylor makes the catch. So now, here's third and goal. Setting up to throw. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win. Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He fields it from the 8. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Last This run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Keeps it on the option here. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's third down now.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Caught by his back. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Here's first and 10 from the 47. He takes off with it. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be second down. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Finds his fullback. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. QB sneak coming. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain. First down from the 42. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Looking to throw here. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that means first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Trying to throw this from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. They are throwing it again. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. This offense ready to get going again now. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw, Taylor. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
He'll air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's going to bring up first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Taylor. no gain.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking, he's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Taylor hit and the ball is loose, and the defense recovers.
Hey, I get it, Kate. Third down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field, but unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing fourth down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
This offense making its way back out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Dump off, caught by his back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. So now here's 3rd and 5. He's going to throw it. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked!
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Setting him on the dive. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And they're going to have a 1st down now. Carry for it. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives him a 1st down. They give it to him again. He'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Brought in. And in he goes for the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys tie things 10-10. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Absolutely fires this one, right side. That's complete inside the 35. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 48 yards and a first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Finds him over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. We've got a good one so far. We are all tied up, and we have hit our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. From the red zone now. Throw is caught. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
They'll run now on second down. And he runs it across. Touchdown! These guys get some late points and the lead. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And these guys break that tie and now lead by 7. That's going to be taken in at the 8. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. To the air, Taylor. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Ooh, the rush is too much here. Down he goes. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Hits him on the out route. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working now from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. He's dropping back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Short pass brought in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. Before the snap on 3rd and 2, they call time. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's making a bid for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
A gain of 7. Result is a first down.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. He fields it from the 8. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
At the 48-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. Throwing off the play fake. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Taylor to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
And incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Now it's Taylor. It is cut left side. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
They'll throw to start the drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. The 12-yard line.
Blown back gets the handoff. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
A humble 5 to 6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
He's going to push one deep down the right. This is caught inside the 15. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Rolling from the gun here. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on 3rd down. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at 4th and long. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Return coming from the 6. Escapes a defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense headed back to the field. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing, Taylor. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down from the gun. Looking right, and he finds him. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They go play action on 1st down. To the sideline it goes. He's got it beyond the marker. It looks like he stayed in as well. From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
To the air, Taylor. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Taylor. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Now, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
Now this offense getting set to work here. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. First down, play action. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down. They'll run here from the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. They'll throw, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. First and 10 from the 32. Here's a design run. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against a front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down. Past the line, he's going to run for it. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that gives him the first. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Running back sent in motion. They'll go play action. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Throwing on 3rd down. That's too close to the sideline, and it's going to be out of bounds. This one misses the tight end. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. They're going to throw for it on 4th. He connects downfield. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets them the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
New set of downs for them from the 31. They'll run it from the gun. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. I'll throw it. That one's complete, right side. And he'll go down here at the 16. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. He'll call his own number. Oh no, the ball is loose. finds him 6 yards on that first down run. So following the fumble and the recovery, here comes second and short. Right up the gut. He's actually going to lose yards here. They take him down at the 10-yard line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown. These guys can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys take a 3-possession lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25.
Now it's Taylor. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They've got first down here from the 36. Taylor now. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing it again here. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line. Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He has it on the QB sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. Throwing, Taylor. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Taylor. Hauled in left side. And they bring him down around the 34. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Automatic first down.
This drive just keeps on moving. After the penalty, resets that marker. Here's Taylor to throw. He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Not the first time you said his name today, Kate. No surprise seeing him add a sack to this total. The same nose to the football that helped him recover a fumble earlier, well, it aided him in the pursuit of the QB, and he nearly forced a fumble of his own on that sack right there.
Looking to throw, Taylor. It is caught left side. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Throw here, 3rd down. That is incomplete. He keeps feeding it to his back, but this one, a rare miss. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Sets up 4th
Out comes the kick team to attempt this field goal. He cashed his first attempt, his second now from 45. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. On first down, they'll run. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of sand, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
Looking to return from the 29. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Another drive coming up for this offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. To the air, Taylor. Finds his man over the middle. And the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Taylor connecting on the slant. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Gets it to him on the screen. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this.
It's 4th down.
Desperation time here. Short pass brought in. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Finds him over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And that will not be enough for a first down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play. Here he goes, gotta have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Design quarterback run here. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd down from the gun. And he's got his man. Touchdown. These guys now within 1 score in the 4th. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. The motion a receiver left. We give here to the motion man. And the defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. 3rd down coming up. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. About set. This is 3rd and 5. He's back to throw. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down. So out now comes the punter. And they could really use a good one here. Team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that is good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Taylor now. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and
Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A give now from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second.
He'll look to throw it. You know, it's great flying through the air, Bronk, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. To throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down. Here he is to throw. Cut out left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And they spike the football as we get down under 50 seconds to play. The clock inside of 50 seconds now. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. And he brings it in. Touchdown! And a big decision coming up for him now. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That one right down the middle. And these guys bring it back to even. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Their offense ready to take the field now. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. He brushed him off with ease. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. 2nd down pass play coming. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Throwing now. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Starts his return from the 23. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Taylor. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoffs. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Gotta be able to make a stop too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here comes their offense out again. Well, they couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, partner, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and hopefully help them start this overtime period by taking the lead. Breaks the tackle. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
To the air, Taylor. Throw left side, complete. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. And they're going to hand him a big loss on this 1st down. Forced out of bounds several yards behind that line of scrimmage. Back-to-back carries here. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd and 15.
3rd and long for him here. Setting up the screen. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. Now this offense ready to head back out. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, the other side gets a chance to go win it.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Give him 2 yards there, and it's now 3rd and 14. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down. Sending him on the dive. Through the defense, he's past the 20, and he takes this up to the 22. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
Result is a 1st down.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, Kate. They say that football is cyclical. Well, I sure hope we see the fullback come back. There's just something about that guy. Something about that position. And he just showed you right there, going to get you a 1st down. They can be difference makers, too.
Well, I don't expect that loss to keep them from utilizing the option at all moving forward, Brock, but I do expect it to keep them from leaning on it too heavily.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. It's too valuable a piece of their game plan. You want to make that defense defend it, but they did it a whole lot better that time.
And a productive run there on 2nd down. That's a gain of 6.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
They'll air it out on third. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th and long. Punt team on the field. And this needs to be a good one. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. Now outruns their offense to take over. Each offense has had a chance to score now, Brock. Neither one could, so we're in a sudden death. The next score wins it.
And wouldn't it be great, Kate, if we saw one of these defenses just take a turnover back for the winning touchdown? Really just surprise everybody here.
Love
that.
that.
It'll be a little tougher to do now, though. Both offenses a little more settled in, and you've got to imagine a little more sense of urgency.
And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. The play fake, he'll throw. Completed to his running back. It's a gain of 4 there, and that means first down. Here's the lone back on the handoff, and he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Taylor to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now it's Taylor. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
So here they are. A chance to win this with a field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewer, I'm Kate Scott. It was a great effort from our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.